Hi, Steve here. Just let's spend a couple of minutes and just give you a brief overview on in-play soccer scanner. Now this software is designed to give you all the stats that you need to be well informed on any game that you may choose to follow, but also what it will give you is the opportunity to set up systems that you can set that will bring up only games that will suit the system rules that you give it. So let's just quickly have a look at a few things on this soccer scanner. If we go into tools, the first thing is we have options, and the best option is here is to choose the second one, show only matches that have live stats available. So if we click on that, click on save, you'll see now we've only got one game here sitting here now, and that has all the stats that you really need to make an informed decision of the game. We've got, like up here, shots on target, you can see shots off target, corners, dangerous attacks, and yellow card, red card, and ball possession. So it's far better than watching a game, because what it is when you're looking at these stats and that, you're not getting the comments of the TV presenters and commentators giving you their view on the game. What you're looking here is the hard facts of the game. And if we just scroll through it, we can just see this game we're watching here. I think it's a game in Egypt at the moment, but we can see here time is how much time has gone on in the game. The score, it's a 0-0 game at the moment. The teams that are playing, and if we look here, we have these three columns here are representing matched odds. So we've got the home team at the moment at 14s, the away team at 1.66, and the draw at 2.82, and then we've got the under and overs there, so it's heavy in favour of being under 2.5, and then we have the correct scores. We have a few features. If we look at the correct score, we can click on the show button and it will bring up the odds in that for the correct scores. If we close that, now if we just want to click on the chart here, it will bring up the Betfair charts so we can see what's happening in Betfair. Now a couple of things to keep in mind here. These figures here are live, they're coming direct from Betfair into the scanner, and these figures here are stats being fed in every 30 seconds. Now depending on where the games are and some internet speed, sometimes these can lag by maybe a minute or something, but generally they'll be 90% of the time they'll be spot on. So you've got all these things here to make informed decisions. And what we're talking about informed decisions, but if we see this one here, shots on goal, we can see the away team here has had 7 shots on goal, and the score is 0-0. So what it means, like generally if you were looking at the score and the price, which is some of the only things you can see on a lot of information when you're following a game, that score line of 0-0 is not reflecting, as you can see in here, the aggression of the team that's away. It's had 55% of the possession, it's had dangerous attacks, it's had over double of the dangerous attacks of the other team. So these are all figures that are working to give you an informed decision on what you should do in this game. Also over here we have this button here, has more stats that you can look at. Okay, and just quickly, I don't want to go into a tutorial on this, but like in the systems here, you can configure a system. If we click on configure system, bring it down here, we could call this second half, and basically what we'd do here is we'd set it to start, say at the 46th minute, and go through to the, say, the 73rd minute. We could say what market we want to be. We want to be in the match odds market. We can say we want the away team, and we can stick in here the odds range that we want. And what the scanner will do, when we pull up system 1, it will only look at games that conform to this here. Okay, and we want the price to be a backing price, because we're looking at backing here, and we'll just put add. Just the extra naught in there. Take that out. So we've got that. So that's the rules there for the second half system. We can in here, if we wanted to, we could say we want say 6,000 to be at least 6,000 money in the pool, etc. And all we do there, once we've done all that, is we can click on save and then save and close. And what that will do now, if we come to this, we can just click on that one there, and it will only bring up games that are going to be meeting that criteria we've just set. Okay, we've got bets here. You can bet, there's the game that's on at the moment. You can bet directly through the software, but basically what we've done here is we haven't set it up this way. I mean, initially we want all these stats and that to be feeding through to you, and then you can go into Betfair interface or use your FairBot or whatever betting software you use. You can bet in that software because it's got the automatic triggers that you may already have set up. What the in-play soccer scanner for primarily is to find the opportunities and to have the stats live for you. So if you place your bets outside the scanner, they'll still be going to get showing in the current bet or bet history, because these two tabs here are reflecting what's the bets that are on your account, on your Betfair account. So regardless of where you bet on Betfair, these systems or whatever you want to do in the scanner, you'll be able to see the results of them in these two tabs here. Okay, so you can set up 5 different systems, and you can go through clicking the systems, and it will only bring those games up. So like in the weekend there might be 50 games playing. You might, in the first half one, you might want games where the home team is paying between 1.5 and 2.5, and only those games will come up. So you can regulate the games that you want to see there. And we're back into the live stats here again. So you've got all those options to choose from on how you use the scanner. But normally, to get stats results like this and to get them all in one place is very unusual, and especially at the price that we're selling this, the licenses for the scanner. Now, when we first started this project, the traditional commercial people delivering live stats were up around €1,000+ a month to get these live stats on all the games. Now, not all games have live stats, and that's why we give you that option there to filter through, because you want the games that have these stats, because you're getting a true picture. These figures here are telling us how much is invested in the game, like the 77,000 on the match odds games. So these are all figures that you need to know when you're betting in a game. So this game still at the 70-minute mark is still 0-0, and we can see here the draw now is 2.3. But you would think, looking at all those, the away team there, those stats, that's very attacking. So, you know, if you were looking at that, you would say, well, I think there's going to be a score. So that's how you read the figures, is up to you. So we're not asking anywhere near like 1,000 a month or anything for that. It's very, 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 very cheap, but we're only selling 50 copies initially at these prices, because we want your feedback on what added features you would like us to add to the scanner. This video has gone a bit longer than I wanted to, but I think it was pretty important to get the message across of what it can do. It can do more than I've just shown you, but you can download the manual there, and Michael's given you about 5, I think, examples of how else you can use the in-play soccer scanner. Okay, just one word, the graphs and that, I'm in Australia, but when you're clicking on these graphs, if you're using it from Australia and you're not using a VPN or VPS, the graphs don't work, because in-play, the Australian Betfair for some reason don't run the in-play graphs. Okay, thanks again for your time. On behalf of Michael and myself, Steve Davidson, thanks for watching this video on In-Play Soccer Scanner. Just as a postscript to that game we've just been following, it's at the 90-minute mark now. We can see now that the away team is 0-2, so the game has really panned out to exactly what the stats were telling us all through the game. I did back the away team at that 70-minute mark in the video, so that was a nice win while I brought you this video. Okay, thanks again. Cheers.